Thanks for tuning in. I see you're passionate about your future, so we're going to dive right into it. So in today's video, I will be covering mastering one strategy. I know it sounds kind of ironic, but to be honest, mastering one strategy is the way to go. I know it might seem like you need more tools, more strategies in order to attack the market, to extract money out of it. But to be honest, that's just not where you are in your journey right now. So it's really important to know where you are and what you need to do to get where you want to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm also not saying that having multiple strategies is bad. What I am saying though is mastering one strategy at a time is key. So where we are now is picking one strategy and mastering it, like know it like the back of your hand, and then maybe adding a secondary strategy in the future, right? So in the meantime, you can be back testing these strategies, because I want to go over this mainly today and hit this topic because I'm about to introduce my second strategy that I use, which is support and resistance, and what that looks like and how I take it. So I don't want you guys to be using two strategies just because I'm going over two strategies. So absolutely research, right? Go back test. We went over your trading plan. So you got your hours, your sesh, what you're looking for, what you need in order to get into the market. So at this point, you need to be back testing that actual trading plan and looking at your sesh and your times and seeing what strategy you like that is presenting itself. If you want to trade every day, then you need a strategy that presents itself every day during your trading plan that works for you, and that will build you and lead you to success, right? Not having your trading plan and then using somebody else's strategy that you don't really like, and you only get 3 setups a week, but you want to trade every day. That's just doing something that's not even beneficial to you. So really look at your trading plan, go back and look at your session, back test what strategy are you seeing the most, what strategy do you understand the most, what strategy makes more sense to you, tailor that strategy to you. You still don't want to be using someone's exact strategy. So tailor that strategy to you and your trading style, your emotions, and who you are, and then you will see major success in that way. So definitely mastering one strategy is key. I know me personally, I went and mastered supply and demand first. I do trade support and resistance, but that is a secondary strategy. It doesn't present itself every day. It's not rare. I do get the setup, but I take it differently. I risk a little less because in my back testing, I see that support and resistance is a less winning percentage than supply and demand. So I risk more on supply and demand, obviously. So it's things like that that you need to back test for in order to figure out which strategy will be your bread and butter, your main strategy, right? Every day, every night I'm in the market, I'm looking for supply and demand. Just off rip, off TLP, first thing, that's what I need to see. That's what I want to see, right? So that's what I know. And my supply and demand presents itself every day. And I want to trade every day. I want to have the option to pick which day I want off. So my strategy works with my trading plan as well. And then my trading sesh, I see that set up in my trading sesh multiple times in that sesh every day, right? So really sit down and really crack away the research and back test. It's a lot of the stuff on the back end that needs to be done. I'm telling you, I really want to stress that. It's a lot of the stuff on the back end that needs to be done to have success in this game. And back testing is a major key. Major key. I don't care what anybody, this is a 90% win percentage strategy. If you go use it and try to take it, you might find out that it's a 30% because you haven't back tested it. So you don't know when this candle does this, don't do this, or when this does that, do that, right? I believe I've seen every setup of supply and demand that I can see during my sesh, during my trading plan every day, right? I think I've seen every scenario that I need to see. So I know what I need to do depending on what price does, depending on what this candle does, depending on what time it is, right? So that all comes with back tests. Obviously, I haven't been trading for decades. So that comes with back test and grinding the charts for 7, 8, 9 hours a shift, right? A double right? This is your real job, right? You got to put the time in. So it's a lot of the stuff that off camera people really just don't see that's getting done in order to lead to success. This stuff isn't just dropped into your lap, or, you know what I'm saying, it just works for you. In some cases it might be, but in all honesty, you're gonna have to grind. And back to, if you really want to take it to that level, you're gonna have to sit there and grind the charts. So way before I moved on to support and resistance, I definitely knew my supply and demand. And like I said, honestly, I only have one strategy if you really think about it, because I said support and resistance don't show itself every day, and I want to trade every day. So I know the setup. When support and resistance show itself, I see that it's there, I might take it. Or if it's a supply and demand happening at the same time, I'd rather take the supply and demand. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with only trading one strategy, because my strategy reveals itself so often and gives away so many pips. So that's my back testing. So back test what works for you, your life, your trading plan, your emotions, right? What works for you, what you can deal with. It's all personal, so you need to tailor it to you. I'm just trying to help you develop your skill and your craft, right? So I know most times when people have multiple strategies as well, what you will find is you will lose a couple times and want to jump to the next strategy. Or if you win a few days, right, you stick it out. But that's the chaos that brings, having multiple strategies too early, because you're not vetting the strategy. First of all, you're not even back testing. You're going to the live market and trading it like you've been back testing it, and then you lose a couple times, and then you jumping off and going to trade and trying to learn a new strategy just because you lost a few times. That's just how the game goes, right? Maybe when you jumped into the market with that strategy, the market wasn't doing well right now, or it wasn't time for that strategy right now, or it wasn't time for that pair right now. There's other things that goes on with the market other than, oh, the strategy isn't working, let me go use something else. Not at all. Not at all. Me, I don't get excited when I lose, but when I lose, I know, okay, bet, now I'm gonna go on a winning streak, because I know back testing for hours on end that once I lose, I'm finna go on a big winning streak. You know what I'm saying? And then I know when I lose, it's only a small loss, because my risk reward is good. My RR is great. So at the end of the day, losing is a part of the game. You have to manage it. So jumping off from strategy to strategy could just lead to loss after loss after loss after loss. And then you just, it's not too many strategies out there. You have to pick one and learn it. This stuff has already been made. Don't try to make no new strategy. Just go out there, research, vet them, make it fit to you, and master it. Definitely master it. So like I said, I want to cover that because we'll be going over support and resistance soon. So I don't want to have you guys trading two strategies at the same time. Pick one, master it, and let's attack the market with it. So that's all I got for you guys. If you like what we covered today, please like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. Maybe hit the comments with your main strategy or what strategy you use. Break and retest, breakout strategy, trend line, right? Support and resistance, supply and demand. It's so many out there. Whatever you want to throw. If you got some indicators, I use pure price action, no indicators. So maybe it's some indicators. I don't recommend indicators, but let's chop it up in the comments and see what people's main strategies are, and maybe broaden the horizon so people can go out there and research these strategies and find what works for them. I'm Mr. Unorthodox. Keep thinking outside the box. Peace out.